Leadership, inclusion, and opportunity are words that define the life's work of our NBIC Congressional Leadership Award winner. Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez has made history countless times during her tenure in Congress, and she's just getting started. In 1992, she was the first Puerto Rican woman elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. In July 1998, she was named Ranking Democratic Member of the House Small Business Committee, making her the first Hispanic woman to serve as ranking member of a full House committee. More recently, in 2006, she was named chairwoman of the House Small Business Committee, making her the first Latina to chair a full congressional committee, a role she has returned to in the current session of the U.S. House. Given these achievements, her roots are humble but inspiring. Velázquez started school early, skipped several grades, and became the first person in her family to receive a college diploma. It was in New York that her passion for politics took hold. In 1983, Velázquez was appointed Special Assistant to Congressman Adolphus Towns, and 1 year later, she became the first Latina appointed to serve on the New York City Council.
As the top Democrat on the House Small Business Committee, which, by the way, oversees federal programs and contracts totaling $200 billion annually, Chairwoman Velázquez has been a vocal advocate of diverse American small business and entrepreneurship. As a fighter for equal rights and an underrepresented people and a proponent of economic opportunity for the working class and poor, Chairwoman Velázquez combines sensibility and compassion as she works to encourage economic development, protect community health, and the environment. She combats crime, worker abuse, and has helped secure access to affordable housing, quality education, and health care for every single one of us. For all of this and so much more, please join Pam and me in honoring our 2019 NBIC Congressional Leadership Award winner, Chairwoman Nydia Velázquez.
Thank you, Pamela and Justin, for that kind introduction. And to you and Chance Mitchell for co-founding NGLCC and for all the great work you do to lift diverse voices in the business community. Thank you to all of you for making America, America. I could not be prouder to be with you tonight. I am so grateful to receive this award on behalf of NBIC, NGLCC, and all the partnering organizations here tonight. Every day, you embody the values and the mission we are here to celebrate. You are all deserving of recognition this evening. Tonight is inspiring. I encourage you to take this moment to look around and soak up the energy of those in this room. For as many of us know, whether as racial minorities, immigrants, or members of the LGBTQ community, we are living in times where it can feel like our very worthiness of existence is under attack. Today, our president and vice president want us to believe that by isolating those who do not look like them, speak like them, love like them, we will be better off. But as we all know, that is just plain wrong. When we legalize discrimination by allowing someone to be fired for being gay in 26 states, we are not better off. When we bar transgender service members whose bravery in serving our country ought to be met with nothing but respect and appreciation, especially for those who dodge military service, we are not better off. When children and families come to our borders seeking a better life, and we put them in cages, we are not better off. When we instate a travel ban, blocking those from majority Muslim countries from reaching our shores, we are not better off. And that is why when President Donald Trump issued the Muslim ban, I was the first member of Congress, together with Jerry Nadler, to make it to JFK and to say to President Donald Trump, not under my watch. It is when we embrace diversity that is how we achieve success as a nation. This is true at the local level, in our communities, and in the small business sector. It is why the work that everyone here do to bring diverse perspectives into the business community is so valuable. Last Congress, as the top Democrat on the House Small Business Committee, I had the honor of hosting a group of LGBTQ business owners and leaders for a discussion on what our committee can do to make it easier for them to access capital and grow their business and participate in the $500 million federal marketplace. I will never forget that after the discussion, many had confided that this was the first time they have been given a seat in Congress to make their voices heard. We have a responsibility as lawmakers, as diversity officers, and as leaders in the business community to carve out a space and a place for diverse perspectives. For as history has shown, when we have diverse voices at the table, we unlocked the ingenuity of energy of new generation leaders. It is what allows us as a society to innovate, push the limits of what is possible. And as the chairwoman in our new Democratic majority, I can assure you that I have the gavel and I will intend to use it. Whether that is with the LGBT community, entrepreneurs with disabilities, women or minority business owners, and not just because it's the morally right thing to do, but also because it makes economic sense. Companies that ranked in the top quartile for gender and ethnic diversity outperformed their competitors by 15% and 35% respectively. In fact, minority women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the United States right now. In 2017, over 1,800 new women-owned businesses were launched every single day. Women of color founded 64% of those new businesses. And in just the last decade, businesses owned by women of color grew by 163%. Imagine if we provide a level playing field for all these individuals to have access to affordable capital, to be able to compete in the federal marketplace. The economy will be doing much better. These numbers remind us of the sheer economic power of women and minorities in the entrepreneurial sector. Finally, time and again, we have seen businesses, big and small, choose locations with policies that value LGBTQ Americans over those that do not. When Mike Pence, as governor of Indiana, tried to legalize discrimination under the guise of religious liberty, it was ultimately the business community that sent a strong message to defeat that hateful policy. Discrimination is bad for business. That is why I am proud to support reforms like the Equality Act, which will once and for all place a federal ban on discrimination for our LGBTQ brothers and sisters. It is also why I co-authored the Dream and Promise Act. Under this legislation, dreamers and recipients of temporary protected status who are fueling our economy will be granted permanent protections, including a path to citizenship. As House Democrats, our caucus has always held diversity and inclusion to be among our core values. I can assure you both of these bills are a top priority. When I look out into this room, I see representatives from the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce, Disability Inc., the U.S. Black Chambers, the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the United States Pan-Asian Chamber of Commerce, We Connect International, Enterprise National Council, and more. America is reflected in this room tonight. And together, there's nothing we cannot accomplish. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, not only for what you do every day, but for coming together and send a strong message around the world that we promise that we will continue to be a beacon of hope. Thank you, and God bless you.